Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, that's my name, yep, and we are back for Frieren 1x24. Oh man, I'm excited. We're exploring a dungeon, there's no need to fight each other, but people separated anyway, which stinks. They all should have teamed up. We have a clone of Frieren out there, fighting some of the poor people that are encountering her, which Denkin and his team is the only ones right now, I think, right? But I wonder if anyone else will be dragged in and what kind of destructive energy can be put out by this clone Frieren. Is it as powerful as her? I talked about how, like, if it is like a demon or someone making these, is it possible for them to make an entity that is stronger than them using that spell, right? Like, if I was a weak-ass mage but knew how to make that spell, could I make a clone of Frieren and have it be as strong as Frieren? Because that's kind of OP, if that's the case. But yeah, so anyways, guys, let's get started with this episode. I can't wait. We're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. What am I looking at? Blur. Oh, okay. A recap of them fighting themselves. That was just supposed to be like a smoke effect, I guess. Oh, did they not defeat I thought they defeated themselves. Maybe they didn't. So cool. Alright. I wonder if, like, it's possible that Frieren and them could make it here, or, like, sense this fight. And Frieren could be like, I don't want someone using a clone of me to mess with people. And help. I don't know if she'd care. Honestly, actually. She might not. I like the idea that she's always getting stuck in mimics because there's like a 1% chance that it's not actually a mimic using like the mimic detection spell. And she's always searching for that 1% chance it could be a really cool grimoire. Actually, it's a 1% chance it might not be a mimic. That doesn't mean it's a grimoire, right? So it's even less of a chance of it being a grimoire. All right. Let's do this. Perfect replicas, huh? Oh. They know about it. Damn. Yep, we saw those. You have to look inward and figure out how you'd beat yourself, which might make you a better mage. Doesn't seem exactly pacifist. And you're supposed to look like... Jeez. Supposed to look inward to figure out how to defeat yourself, but they actually have to fight just someone else at this point. Spiegel getting crafty if he's sending... Oh. Is that another clone? Oh, shoot. The clone got the bottle. That's not good. So it seems like a lot of the teams, if not all of them, are dealing with copies. An interesting thing to say. So it learned from one of the other battles of someone using one? Spiegel, maybe? So maybe Spiegel ordered them to take the bottle? So that way they can't just get away? Yeah, that, yep. Oh, damn. He's losing a lot of blood. That's not good. Is he just gonna die? Ah, it could be just a fake one. I mean, I thought that from the beginning, but the way they were talking, I thought she might know. Does the clone not even know if it's the real one or not? Ooh, is this a trick? Yeah, it was Land's bottle that got grabbed, not hers. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, shit, let's go. Oh, baby! I love when the animation changes like that. Damn. This is cool. I've always been unlucky too, man. Yet I still sometimes play gacha games, and I don't know why. I never summon anything good. Oh, fisheye! Uh-oh. Oh no! It used Sorgneil. Oh! That's the real one. And she looked away. Nice. Oh! Okay, so the bottle was cloned too. That's why it's fading like that. Not cloned by Spiegel, cloned by Land. Okay, makes sense. I kind of assumed when I saw all the blood and everything that it was a clone, because he always uses clones, but... Devious. She's still trying to learn shit about him. So, are they gonna have someone to fight? We haven't seen a clone of, Fern yet, and Sense, but... with Frieren's clone already used, can it make another clone of Frieren for them to fight? Oh, is it gonna be a trapdoor? Ooh. Or at least a hidden room. Oh. Oh. Okay. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Who designs all this stuff? What if they're not getting messed with because Spiegel wants people to enjoy the dungeon to the fullest and people are always just like trying to get all the way to the bottom? That could be interesting, right? Why are we focused on the roots for so long there? I wonder. Is that going to mean something? Is that the priestess? Damn. Frieren's like, I wanted a grimoire, not history, damn it. Uh-oh, trap. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, never mind. They're getting me, man. Unnaturally smooth, yep. You jinxed it. Uh-oh. Okay. Now they made it here, and then they're gonna have to face her clone. She's smiling. She's excited. Sweet. Man. Are they all gonna have to fight her? Wow, okay. When it gets late, she's gonna fall asleep. And sleep in. It likes grimoires. Throw it a grimoire. Hmm. She's a big lady. Fern. Damn. Yeah, Fern has to do it too. Hmm. Well, everyone might have to work together. All the people that make it here. Oh, okay. Now they're saying names. They got clones of themselves to deal with. Oh, that's a lot of hair. Oh, that's sense. Damn. That's an unfortunate team. Modern magic. Once again, another reason to just master the very basic combat magic like Frieren has Fern doing. Hmm. They talk a lot about imagination needing for magic is really interesting. I wonder if the others will come back to find her because they need her, or are they just going to stay where they are? Hmm. Uh-oh. It found them. Jeez. Nice. Oh shit. Damn. Oh. Oh, shit! They didn't even realize what happened, did they? Damn. So even if she did make it there, it wouldn't have mattered. Damn. Oh! Nice. And now they're just fucked. Frieren, Frieren. Frieren, Frieren. It is unfortunate. She must have known about Spiegel then, so she must have known that she would have gotten cloned, right? It's pretty... I mean, I guess it's just an additional thing that they have to get over. She's still smiling. I love how Frieren gets so excited about fights and stuff. Even though she said she hates fighting strong people that one episode, but she was smiling while she said it. Okay, so they are still fighting. For some reason, I thought they, like... I thought we saw them blast one real quick, and it, like, break, but... I must have been wrong. Oh! They got some damage in. He seems to be hitting the ceiling. Is he trying to make it collapse? Yeah. I guess Sense is just sitting in the background. I mean, I know she said she was gonna stay out of it, but... Oh! Alright. Oh, we're not gonna see it. Yo. Damn. Fern spent I mean, granted, Frieren's life is so much longer than Fern's, but Fern has spent pretty much her whole life with Frieren, or a majority of her life at this point with Frieren, so... Yeah, I mean... It makes sense that she might have some kind of idea on how to beat her. Are they gonna do something silly? Like, if it's a mimic of a mind, right? Or if it mimics having a mind, but it doesn't actually have a mind, maybe that means it won't have the presence of mind to not do something stupid, right? Like, Frieren would very much go after a mimic and get stuck, right? Is it possible they either make a fake mimic or they go find a mimic in the dungeon and bring it here and lure the fake Frieren into going into it, and because it doesn't have, like, thoughts, it's only mimicking Frieren, maybe it'll get stuck in the mimic? That could be funny. Alright, I love that outro song. That's it, guys, for episode 24. Yeah, that was a great episode. We had a few of the fights. We had one person bailed out, right? Out of everyone this episode. So last episode we lost one, and then this episode we lost one, right? As far as we know. So that's pretty cool. We learned that it's Spiegel, the water mirror fiend, or something along those lines, that is creating these replicas of people that they then have to fight. Genau, or however you say his name, was saying that makes this test interesting because it means you have to overcome yourself, but a lot of these matchups, they're not sending, they're like mixing and matching, right? Like, obviously some of them they're fighting themselves, but other ones, like Sense is off, the copy of Sense is off fighting a team, and the copy of Frieren was fighting a different team other than Frieren, so it's like, at first anyway. So I wonder if Spiegel is, like, maybe Spiegel doesn't always follow the rules where they, send the clones at yourself, or maybe Spiegel's changing it up because it's worried about these contestants maybe being a little bit better than previous attempts to conquer this dungeon. I don't know, but we'd have to learn more about, like, past attempts and what Spiegel likes to do to have any gauge on that, but could just be what he does every time, and Genau was just speaking in, like, general terms, or maybe he didn't even fully understand. Maybe not enough people, like, came back alive or something. So, definitely interesting, especially, like, I don't think I talked enough about the idea that this dungeon has never been conquered before, which is really interesting because if they make it to the bottom, they'll be one of the first ones to do it. I guess my theory, I was thinking, like, oh, Frieren and Fern and Sense haven't been attacked yet. And I wonder if that's because, like, Spiegel could, like, want people to enjoy the dungeon. And since they're going, like, floor by floor and spending their time to, like, find the treasures and enjoy the little things on the way, maybe it'll leave them be because they're not just trying to, like, speed, like, they're having fun with it rather than just trying to be down there for, like, money purposes, or one of those things that it's not a fan of. I don't know. It was just an out there theory I threw out there, but it seems not likely since unless he decided unless they got there and he was just like, I'm not going to get rid of the Frieren clone and let them pass. They can figure it out. But yeah. Some of the fights were cool. Very devious way Ubel won her fight with, assuming that it was a clone that was with her. She ran out into danger, left her bottle, so that way Land knew that, hey, she doesn't have her bottle now. She could die because you're too busy hiding your main body to come help. And so she puts herself into a situation where she's about to die, but still has enough time for him to come in. And then he comes in, and I like the idea that he comes in, the clone turns around, because and that also establishes that the clones aren't, like, insanely smart either. Like, that it couldn't realize that it was gonna break that contact, but yeah, so broke the Sorneal, or however you say it, and allowed her to take it out. So really, she manipulated Land into doing her bidding in order to take it out. So that was pretty cool. I like the conversation about how Land was saying that she, like, never stops talking, and that's like. And she said maybe they don't mimic a mind and a personality then because of the fact that it's not over there talking too, because she realized that he's right. Like, I never stop talking. I mean, obviously she does, but she doesn't let you know, she always has something to say. She'll still let other people talk or something, right? It's not like she literally never stops, but it's just one of those things where like the conversation always has to keep moving if she's around. So but that was interesting. I like that. The fight was okay. Like really, it's kind of establishing. I felt like Edel or whatever her name was. I'm sorry, I probably got that wrong, but I feel like that fight was mainly to kind of teach us that they really don't have a mind, right? Like, they spent a lot of time talking for characters that we haven't had anything built up for that I don't necessarily care a whole ton about. But I guess it was really just going over all the options so we can understand that they are really in a tough position because those two people next to her don't have good abilities for fighting in a dungeon, and her ability takes time to activate, and even then it didn't end up working, but yeah, so really I feel like their whole segment of the episode was to establish that these things don't have minds, right? And then she got hurt and had to bail out, and that was like the one trump card they were gonna hope to try to play if she would have showed up with Frieren and the rest of the gang. Speaking of Frieren, once again, I love Frieren's excitement about certain things, right? Like, it's really interesting to have a character like Frieren who a lot of the time is just kind of like a deadpan sort of face, but then it makes it so much more interesting to me. It's honestly, the show kind of lures you into, you know, the idea of Frieren watching Fern watch the sunset, and Fern liked it, therefore Frieren liked it, right? And then vice versa, Fern likes watching Frieren acquire these treasures and enjoy herself. It's like the show is luring us into that same pattern where we see Frieren kind of deadpan all the time, and it's like, what does Frieren truly enjoy? And then when we see her happy, we're like, I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, now I'm happy because I'm seeing her happy, and it lures us into that same kind of thing, which is really interesting, and I really like it because it really does do that to me. Like, whenever I see Frieren get like all giggly and stuff about trying to find this like trap room and stuff, or this false room, I get excited for her, even though it's not like, I mean, sure, finding a secret room in a dungeon is cool, and it was like, who knows what could be behind it. It's interesting and everything, but I don't know that I would have gotten as excited for her to find it if it wasn't for how excited she got to wanting to find it, right? So it really does kind of lure us into that same mentality, and shows us that we can, even if it's something we don't enjoy, if we're doing it with people we enjoy seeing, it can make it enjoyable, right? So I probably did a bad job explaining that. But yeah, I thought that was really neat. And it is really interesting for her character, where a lot of the time she does kind of seem bored just because she lives so long, but she seems to love exploring dungeons and finding treasure. And even though she says she doesn't like fighting strong opponents, she smiles every time, you know? Like, the second she saw it was herself, she smiled again, you know? It's really neat, and I really find that aspect of Frieren interesting, because, I mean, let's be real, we've all seen a lot of anime where main characters or main cast characters actually like really enjoy the fights that they get into, and that makes it like exciting for us too as the audience. So very neat, very enjoyable. I can't wait to see the next episode to see what Fern comes up with to beat Frieren. And she said, like, I think I can beat Frieren. Like, it seems like they're gonna make a plan, a strategy, so it seems like they are still gonna all work together. But the way that she said that, it almost made it seem like she thinks she could beat Frieren just on her own, even. So I'm curious to see how it is and what happens and all that. If it happens to somehow be my little theory about them bringing a mimic into that room, I'm gonna be balls to the walls. But anyways, Based off the amount of episodes left being 4 left, I have a feeling we might see the end of the first class certificate and them getting ready to leave for the Northlands. But yeah, I hope we do get more seasons of the show because it's just so chill and fun to watch. That's going to be it from me, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below. Should be popping up on the screen. It was a Patreon show, meaning you can catch the rest of this show right now, and you can catch whatever has replaced it. I should be roughly 24 episodes into it, or even more. So check that out if you're interested. As I said, where the links are, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.